James Turner for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with a friend of the program, Joseph Macedo. Surprised to see you. You know, it was kind of like a God moment seeing you in the hotel, but you've been a very busy man since last time, like one of the last times I've seen you, because when we last had you on the channel, you were in camp with Angelo Leo for the Venado Lopez fight, and it ended in a knockout of the year candidate.
Yes.
Now you were the only sparring partner for Gervonta Davis against Lamont Roach. So what's going on, man?
Man, this was a blessing in disguise, just an incredible opportunity. You know, it happened so fast. It happened last minute. This was like the first week of January. You know, my trainer called me, was like, hey, you know, they hitting me up for sparring, you know, and they knew about me because I sparred another one of their guys back during the Frank Martin camp. I sparred another one of their fighters, and their manager remembered me. So when they asked my trainer, Richard Barrientos, if they had anybody similar to Roach, they mentioned my name and instantly was like, oh yeah, bring him on down. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it was just like a one-way flight. They didn't tell me when I was coming back, you know, and shit, they got me the flight, and I've been there ever since, been here ever since, you know. So it's been great, man. It's been surreal. It's been tremendous work. Like, it's just an opportunity that I never thought I'd be in there with the face of boxing, you know, one of the best fighters in the world. And not only, you know, has it given me like a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, but it's just like molded me into a better fighter. Just in the 7-8 weeks that we've been in camp, like, it's made me into a much better fighter, and I'm truly blessed, truly blessed.
Do you feel like now that you've been around a guy at that high of a level, that maybe now like you could almost kind of fast track yourself as a contender? Oh
yeah, for sure, for sure. This has given me so much confidence because, I mean, not only am I, you know, holding my own, but I'm doing my thing in there, like, and we're going rounds, bro. I mean, I've been his only sparring partner since day one, you know, obviously the first day.
How does that work? How do you become his only sparring partner?
I don't know, you know, you think
it's kind of dangerous.
You get a few guys, and I think they usually do. They get at least a couple guys, but I think they were just surprised and happy with the work. They were very content. So, you know, I'm just blessed, man. It was a blessing in disguise, and it's opening doors, you know, and I think after this, people are gonna start to realize, like, you know, hey, this guy, he's only 6-0, but he's not an average 6-0 fighter. Like, I'm coming, bro. My time is coming. There's some opportunities in the works. Like, they're working on a fight right now. I can't, you know, say anything that's not set in stone yet, but it's something good is about to happen for sure.
I look forward to it, man, because I've been knowing you for a long time, going back to your days when you weren't even a professional, when you were at Johnny Toko just as an amateur. So
days. Seeing
the growth, being in the whole camp house with you for the Angelo fight with Venado, it's like, it's cool to see. You know, you want to see good people, you want to see good things happen to good people in boxing. So
exactly, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. You know, it's all love over here, and the future, man, it's bright, bro. It's bright, you know, and I'm happy to see guys like yourself, guys like Angelo Leo, you know, guys that have, you know, been in the same circle, like, doing their thing, bro. It brings joy to my heart, and, you know, I just pray for the best for all of us, man. So
correct.
Yeah, good things are coming, bro. Good things are coming for sure.
I believe so. Now, as far when I found out you were Tank's sparring partner, it surfaced on Instagram, and I asked you the question. I was like, what's Tank really like? Because we see what he's like. You know, we get different sides of Tank in the media, but like, what is he really like on a day-to-day basis in training, or just even outside the ring?
At the end of the day, man, he's just like everybody else, bro. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day. You know, we all have our personal lives outside of boxing, but he's a genuine guy. He's genuine. He's authentic. You know, he's got a good heart for sure. You know, obviously, like, there's always the media trying to portray a specific image of somebody, but all in all, man, he's a good person. He's a good dude, and I got nothing but respect for him, and I think he has the potential to be one of the greatest fighters boxing has ever seen.
Okay, and that pivots into my next question. What was his punching power like?
It was real, bro.
You've been in there with some dogs. You've been in there with like some of the best fighters. You've been in with Angelo and Brandon Figueroa and, you know, a bunch of top champions. But like, what was his like?
It was real for sure. Cause keep in mind, you know, I was actually, usually I don't wear the bar for sparring, but I suffered a cut back in November. I was actually supposed to fight. So when I sparred him, it was my first sparring.
The bar for the headgear.
Yeah, the bar, you know. So like, I have the bar on. Obviously, like, you don't feel the punches as much, but you still feel it. And we have 16-ounce gloves on, and even with that alone, bro, like, it's the strongest punch I've ever felt, you know, in my life for sure.
Would you describe the power? Was it heavy-handed power, or was it like sharp power? Because, you know, there's different types of power.
Yeah. I would say like more heavy-handed, bro.
Really?
Like, he's got heavy hands for sure, but also too, like, his punch placement and his accuracy, it complements his power. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy for sure.
So when I watch Tank, I've always said in my videos about him that he's a versatile knockout puncher, meaning that he can knock you out with different types of punches. He's not reliant upon one singular punch. Would you agree with that, being in the ring with him?
Oh yeah, I would definitely agree. You know, he can knock you out with any punch, bro. Any hand, any punch. It's just, and the thing is, like, and he's not always looking for that knockout punch, but I feel like it just comes, bro, with his accuracy, his precision, and his power. It just comes naturally, bro. And it's amazing to see.
I know people look at him as a knockout puncher, but Tank himself and other people like to say, and even me to a degree, he has real boxing skills. What are his boxing skills like from someone that's been in the ring for a whole camp with him?
I completely agree, and I've always said this, even before sparring him, I would always tell people, a lot of people sleep on his intellect as a fighter. They just look at him as a knockout puncher. Like, nah, bro, he's setting up shots. Like, he's playing chess in there. Like, he's not just fucking around, like, getting lucky. Nah, bro, he's very intellectual. He's a smart fighter. He sets up his shots, like, and he's constantly thinking and making you think in there. So he's a truly, like, talented fighter, bro.
Like,
it's crazy.
They used to always say, like, Lomachenko downloads information, but Tank, he downloads too.
Yeah, he downloads information, bro, and, you know, like, he's always setting things up, you know, and he's a master of distance as well. Everybody talks about, you know, Shakur, his distance, which, don't get me wrong, is one of the best in the business, bro, but Tank knows his distance very well, and his defense as well is also underrated, bro. Like, especially this camp, like, it was really hard to get shots in on him.
On his defense.
Yeah, on his defense, you know, from everything, not always the head movement, but even just catching, bro, on the inside, like, everything, bro. It's phenomenal.
So he's an underrated defensive fighter as well, you say?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay. Because you mentioned Shakur Stevenson. I'm not gonna. I know you're gonna pick Tank because, you know, you kind of you've been in the ring with him, so you have a different level of, like, appreciation for him.
Yeah, of course.
But
of course.
what do you feel would give Shakur the most trouble if they were to fight from Tank? Is it the power? Is it the boxing skills? Is it, or is it something even deeper than that?
I think it's deeper than that. I think, you know, of course, the power. Everybody knows Shakur's chin hasn't really been tested at that level by a big puncher, and we know Tank has. I mean, Tank has been in there with guys like Rolly, Pitbull, Barrios, guys that can punch, you know, and he's been hit flush. So we know Tank got a good chin, but the question is, does Shakur have a good as chin as Tank? And not only that, but I think Shakur is sleeping on Tank's intellect and IQ as a fighter just a little bit, you know? So it's an interesting matchup. It's the one everybody wants to see, including myself. And, you know, we'll see if it does happen. But if it does, I mean, you know, anything could happen, but you already know who I'm rocking with.
Of course. And I hope we get it next, because, you know, I don't believe that Tank's going to retire from boxing. Maybe he will. I don't think he will. But he's talking about that. Shakur's got hand problems, so I feel like it should be next.
It should.
That's what I feel.
Hopefully it's not one of those fights like a Mayweather-Pacquiao that happens like
too late. I feel like latter part of this year is the perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Or even next year, maybe this year they really build it up, and early next year if it happens. But
maybe.
I mean, regardless, they're still young. They're still in their prime, you know. I mean,
Tank's 30 now, though. He's 30.
Yeah.
That's young, but, you know, that's not young, you know.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because, I mean, he does have 30 fights with 28 knockouts, so he has a little bit more miles on him. But it's an interesting matchup for sure. It's the one everybody wants to see. But, yeah, hopefully we get it. You know, the boxing world deserves it for sure.
It does.
The fans deserve it.
And the boxing world deserves to see some Joseph Macedo and some big fights soon.
It's coming. This is the year where, you know, we're going to get at least minimum 3 to 4 fights. I'll get to that 10-0. Next year, get another few. And then after that, watch. They're going to find out. They're really going to find out. This year, they're going to see. But within the next couple years, they're really going to find out and see that I'm a true, not only contender, but future world champion.
You got a different look in your eyes, man, from the last time I seen you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you always been a serious dude, but there's a different look in your eye
Yeah.
than like even from when I see you in the Angelo camp.
And Angelo,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I just feel like I've soaked in so much in this camp, not only from Tank, but from Barry Hunter, from Calvin Ford, from all the trainers at Headbangers, bro. It's a phenomenal team,
Yeah.
an amazing gym, and I soaked in a lot of knowledge, and it's gonna benefit me for the rest of my career.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned Barry Hunter and Calvin Ford. I never had the chance to go down there to that gym, but I hear so much about it, and they've been around for a long time. How would you describe those guys as coaches and just the culture of that gym?
Man, everybody in there is working, bro. Like, it's a good culture, and you know, you could tell that everybody there is authentic. They're not there to fuck around. It kind of reminds me of Pound for Pound back in Vegas, bro.
Yeah,
like,
we trained.
Yeah, everybody there is real. They're not trying to be better than the next person. They're just focused on what they gotta do, and you know, everybody's helping each other get better. So it's a great gym, and every single trainer in there that, you know, I worked with was good, bro. Was good and had a lot of knowledge and definitely helped me, and I could see how they're helping, you know, Tank as well. Like, everybody works together. Nobody's stepping on each other's toes, but they're all working as a team.
There's no egos.
There's no egos, you know. So
it's beautiful.
I think that's just, you know, it's phenomenal, bro, to see that, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right,
it's
Joseph.
a great gym, great team.
All right. Well, I don't want to hold you much longer because I know you guys places to go and whatnot.
Nah,
but-
it's all good, man. You know, it's nothing but love, bro.
Yeah. We hope we won a world title together.
Yeah, right,
that's how I look at it. You know, in New Mexico. But
Yeah, Angelo
you know what?
Leo.
You've had time to. There some times passed since that happened.
Yeah.
Do you have any like reflective thoughts on that training camp now that you've had time to think about it and whatnot?
Yeah, definitely. It was a great camp, man. I had a great time, and even, you know, sparring with Angelo, man. Like, I learned from Angelo too, bro, because I've always known that Angelo was a complete fighter. Always, since, you know, I first met him back when I was an amateur till now, and just to see the progression, it's just like, wow, it brings joy to my heart, bro, because I know Angelo and the person he is, and he deserves it, you know. So for sure, bro. Like, but I look back and it was fun, man. I loved it. And I would do it again.
Yeah.
Hopefully we could do it again.
Yeah, because for me personally, that was like one of the greatest times of my life. That whole camp, you know, just with you guys and how it all played out too.
Exactly.
You know, that made it extra sweeter, but.
Definitely.
Yeah. But Joseph, actually, one last thing about Angelo, because he's getting linked to Inoue a lot, right? What do you think about that fight stylistically?
It's a great fight. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Angelo. They just think Inoue's gonna, you know, they think Inoue's gonna smash everybody, you know. Which,
nobody beats Inoue compared. You know, if you ask people.
Exactly, but I think at 126, he's got a few tests, and I think Angelo Leo is at the top of that list at 126. That gives him the most problems for sure.
Okay.
So, you know, but all in all, it's a tough fight for both. It's not an easy fight, but you know, it's the best fighting the best. So it's a fight that the boxing fans would love. Yeah.
That's what boxing needs, fights like that.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Make boxing great again.
Yeah. All right, Joseph Macedo, thank you.
Much love, brother.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.